like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank up my channel. I'm really behind on this one. I'm sure nobody's going to watch this review, but I'm going to do it anyway. But it's my daughter's birthday, so I couldn't just jump to it like everybody else. I couldn't get this done as fast as everybody else. I do like to think about things a little bit before I just jump straight into the review. I do like to process what I've seen and then go and do my review. So this will be the season finale review of Loki. Spoiler warning, because this will be a spoiler warning review, but it's not actually a series finale for Loki, as the end credits tease season 2, which answers my question about why are we wasting so much time with so much filler and fluff over the course of this series that's only got 6 episodes. Final. What do we need to know about the final? Well, it has massive ramifications for the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ripple effect that's going to go outward across a bunch of the movies. Spider-Man 3, Doctor Strange 2. Really this time. Not like WandaVision. This one doesn't allude to things that it doesn't bother paying off. This one actually sticks the landing. Even though that landing is a little bit rocky, rough, it sticks the landing. So credit where credit is due. All the alluding to Mephisto and all that stuff, while all the alluding to King in this one actually comes true as they come face to face with a variant of King, the Immortus. He who remains, it's a variation on a lot of different things, but Jonathan Majors is in here as King the Conqueror, or at least a variant of King the Conqueror, the one that went on to survive the wars. Let me just go ahead and walk you through this real fast. So we start where we left off, Loki and Sylvia going into this castle, and it's well done. The castle looks very mysterious. It has great atmosphere to it. It just all feels very mystic and epic in its own way. They, of course, encounter What's-Her-Face, voiced by Tara Strong, I think, Miss Minutes, who tries to offer them BS, and they don't buy it. They go on to encounter King in here. Last one of his kind. He gives a heavy exposition dump. Everything, absolutely everything that happened over the course of this series, King knew was going to happen. He allowed it to happen, and he allowed it to lead to him because he's tired of running the TVA, and he wants to offer it up to these two Lokis. There are some problems in that of itself, and other things mentioned in here. He does explain his origins, that he discovered the multiverse, and that led to him discovering other kings. Some of the kings, after butting around for a while, some of the kings decided they want to conquer everything, and then other kings decided they want to protect their universe, or their dimension, from these kings that want to conquer everything. And it results in, from my understanding, all these kings dead except for the one that goes on to run the TVA, invent it as a preventive measure in place to prevent the other kings from coming and conquering everything. So it's a little bit weird and messy. It doesn't really sound that great, especially because through this conversation, they keep trying to kill him, but of course he can just teleport around, jumping through time like he does. And at a certain point, they pass the threshold where time is now erratic. It's not a straight line or whatever. For some reason, he suddenly doesn't know what's going to happen anymore. Everything becomes unpredictable, but everything he's saying sounds like there's real consequences to it. There's a lot of weight to it. It is also messy at the same point. You have to question, well, why can he not suddenly predict everything if he was able to predict everything up to this conversation, up to all the times that Sylvia tries to shank him, and just this show has problems like that. But they pass the threshold. Loki decides we need to really think about what he's talking about here. There are consequences. There are massive ramifications to this. Sylvia decides, no, she's emotional, she's erratic, she's gonna try to destroy him, thinks Loki just wants the throne for himself and wants to become in charge like King wants them to become in charge. So instead, they get in this spat, they get in this weird kiss, and then Loki gets kicked back to the TVA while Sylvia goes on to murder this variation of King. He's dead. Everything's going erratic. Multiverse, multi-dimensional war or whatever is all about to go to hell. Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. BS encountering Renslayer, trying to take down Renslayer, calling her out for being a liar, a backstabber. She calls him out for being the same thing. And then because a pin he got from earlier, they know exactly where to find her in the timeline. Exactly when and where to find her in the timeline. Whatever her name was. Showing TVA agents, or at least one TVA agent. Oh, here's a Renslayer. See, we're all variants. She's here being like this school teacher or whatever. We're all variants. See, the Judge Renslayer. And Renslayer, of course, gets away with information from Miss Minutes, who couldn't give her the exact documents she wanted, but gave her documents that she says he thinks will help. He, in all this confusion and stuff, tries to come talk to Mobius. All these time agents are running all over the place. Time's going crazy, so everybody at the TVA is really concerned. It's redlining everywhere because King's death makes it redline everywhere, even though he's outside of time when his death happens. But he does run the TVA. However, the TVA is the one who does all of his dirty work for him. So why is it all falling apart without him in place? Because I guess because the orders come down from the top from him, but it never actually really shows how he manages this timeline. Have this conversation with Loki and Sylvie, and then boom bam, before you know it, I mean, he has all these papers and stuff that say what's about to happen. He demonstrates that in the middle of the conversation, knowing what they're going to say and all that, but it never really shows how he's got all this planned out, plotted out, and exactly how he does it. Now with a Mobius that has no idea who the hell Loki is, there's only one timekeeper now, and it's a statue of King, so one of those other kings that this one warned us about, he who remains warned us about, it comes to take over, despite the fact that one in the tower is the only one left. But I don't know, it's all really confusing to me. I don't know what the hell just happened. So quite honestly, it's a very mixed bag for me. I'm really glad that they introduced Kang. Really glad that they did that. I'm not really sure why this show ended this way. Everybody wanted to see Owen Wilson on his jet skis. I'm not sure why we're extending this thing. We didn't even need a lot of stuff that we got in season 1 that really padded this out with filler and fluff and extended it to a season 2. Really, really messy. I can't grasp the logic of it. Maybe it's all just going over my head and I'm not as smart as other people. Hulk-sized leap in logic. Really, it does. I would give it a 6 out of 10 because it's a great atmosphere and it's very heavy on exposition dump. It looks good. It's got the budget to back it, but it doesn't have the logic to explain it.
Let's talk about your escapes. You're really good at doing awful things and then just getting away.
5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'm sure you won't agree with mine.
I hope you rot in hell, you loser! You suck!